So, I wanted to talk about evaluation and I guess criticism. I was thinking about it, and I don't know if I've said this before, but I think that's probably why I'm having such a hard time going back to work, is it seems like it all started with that evaluation. Knowing that they're watching my every move, and the smallest little mistake could result in getting a bad score, and they told us if we got bad scores, like, I think 5 times we get fired. And I don't know, it's just messing with my head. Evaluations in general mess with my head. Like, that's kind of what, if HR asks, I guess that's what I'm going to tell them, is that, look, I have an anxiety disorder, and it thrives on worry and judgment, and it's just like it's started a barrel roll. Like, I can't get out of it, and it really sucks. It's a horrible feeling. Like, I don't know. I feel weak, but at the same time, it's like I get why I'm reacting this way, and I don't know. Like, it's just so frustrating. It's kind of like where my anxiety, when I procrastinate out of fear of failure, but yet I have sometimes procrastinated to the point of failure. It's just like a lose-lose situation. And it's just like everything inside me is saying, if I go back, I'm just gonna die. Like, the horriblest thing is gonna happen, and it's just gonna be this terrible thing that I'm gonna be trapped in, and it just, I'm terrified. And it's like, I know it's probably not as bad as it, because I've done it. Like, I was in OJT for 3 weeks. So I did the job for 3 weeks. I know what it entails. But now it's like, now that I'm being scored, I can't do it. Because it's like, if I worry about that, on top of the call times, because you have to do calls in a certain period of time. They want you to stay under a certain period of time, but then you have to hit all these different points. If I could just have a conversation with them, like, talk to them like a human being instead of trying to touch on all these points and worry about hanging up at the perfect time, and if I transfer them the right person, it's just, I can't. It's too much. Like, my head just blows up. I just can't. It just feels like someone's just stacking bricks on my shoulders. Or like being tethered to something, trying to run away. I don't know. Just even now, I'm just like so anxious. I just have this nasty feeling in my stomach, and like, this nervous feeling in my stomach, and maybe it's not rational, but it's real because it's real. I hope I don't get a decent job that pays good, and then this happened. Or a job I love, and then this happened. That would really suck. But I guess if I really loved it, maybe I'd push myself a little harder. I don't know. But I guess it's because this one doesn't pay that good. I don't know, even if it did, I don't know. Like, I just got to thinking about it, and now I'm, like, crazy anxious. And I think, because I didn't end up getting to that interview, I'm gonna interview again on Monday for that other place. Or interview on Monday, and I know they want me to come in before 8, but I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and go to that interview, and then go to work, because it's not gonna matter either way. That way, at least I get that out of the way. At least I've interviewed for that, and I'm actually waiting to hear back from them. I don't know. I mean, criticism's always bothered me, but in my last job, it wasn't. It bothered me. Like, it bothered me, but it was more of like an anger. They made me feel hopeless because it didn't seem to matter what I did, it wasn't good enough. Like, it didn't matter. Like, I have literally had them tell me in one evaluation that I wasn't doing enough of something. And then the next evaluation, they told me I was doing too much. So I got the same score. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done. Like, yeah. So it's like, now that I'm not at that job, it's like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Because I just felt like I just was never good enough for them. And on top of that, it triggered my anxiety. So it was like, I had the stress of trying to please them. And at the same time, my parents wanted me to be there because it's a good company. Which it is. It is. But it's slipping. People are not robots. We can do what we can do. And I like to push myself. I do. And this job is challenging that I'm doing now. It is. And I thought, at first it was exciting, and it was like, oh, I have to push myself to get these times down, and it was fun because I would refresh we have this little task bar that tells us what our average is, and it refreshes every couple of hours, every hour or so, and so I'd refresh it, and I'd be like, just waiting for my time, and then it would go down, and I'd be excited, and it was like, oh, this is really challenging and cool, and I'd try to see how quick I could get through a conversation. But now that I'm being scored, it's like something totally different. When we were in OJT, it wasn't that way. You weren't being scored. You just had to have your call times at a certain level. But you weren't being, like, they were going to fire you for, not, transferring to the wrong person, or you didn't have the report card thing, is what they call it. You had QAs, which is where they listen in on a call and judge, did you do this, did you do that, did you do this? They did that with us, and those kind of made me uncomfortable, but, it's just that report card thing. They just completely took that away. and I was just focusing on the time, and maybe the QAs, I'd be fine. I think I'd be fine. It's just the fact that there's so many things they judge us on and I didn't know it. And then she sat me down and showed me everything I was being evaluated on, and it was like, oh heck no. Like, you know what sucks though? Like, supervisors, they don't have to worry about their call times, but they have to deal with all the angry customers, and they don't get a raise. Like, I asked her that when I was in the classroom training. We had a supervisor helping with the classroom, and I asked her, you know, do you get a raise for being a supervisor? And she's like, no. I'm thinking, then why do it? I mean, if you're not getting a raise, you're going to talk to all the mad people that are already pissed off. You're going to get them, and you don't get a raise. But I guess not having to worry about call times is kind of a stress reliever, maybe? I don't know. But that is off topic. And some positive news. I got to meet my newest baby cousin today. He's a month old, and he was adorable. He's so cute and tiny. He's like 8 pounds, but he's really little. His name is Grayson. And yeah, he's my second cousin. Newest second cousin. I have 5, 6, something like that. So he's the newest one. So I got to meet him today and hold him. So that was cool. One of the kids had a birthday party, so got to see all of them and see my family. So that was cool. We went out to eat tonight with my granny for her birthday, and she asked me how work was going, and of course I was like, it's not going great, I'm trying to get another one. And I felt kind of with the look on her face. This totally goes into the criticism topic. But the look on her face was just kind of like disappointed. And it's just like, I wish I could make people understand. It's not that I don't want to work. I mean, it's not that. Because I want a paycheck. You know? And when I'm working, I feel better about myself. It keeps me busy. But unfortunately, this is happening, and I can't just make it not happen. So, and it really sucks. What else sucks is that this is gonna be a long video. I'm really sorry. I don't even know if people watch these, I honestly don't. I know there's a couple people that do, but anyway, I had eye muscle surgery because I used to have a lazy eye. I mean, I kept it straight, but when I got tired, it would kind of drift. Well, I had eye muscle surgery, and I'm feeling like she moved the muscle on this one too far or something. Because I keep feeling like it's annoying. Because I can see myself in the camera, and I feel like my eye's way over here. Like they don't feel straight. Well, she checked them and she said they were, but the surgeon, they had to end up having to fix my left one too because it was a little off. But on a side note. But yeah, so that's what's happening, and sorry for the incredibly long video. Again, This was supposed to be just like a couple minutes, and it ended up being 15. So yeah, thank you for watching. Any advice is appreciated. And if you can relate to this, let me know, because that's supportive and helpful. So, yeah. Thanks. Bye.